locations, but wherever you're watching from, this is Raw Talk. Welcome back, ladies and gents. Today I'm joined by a man who's lived every corner of boxing, former British, European and Commonwealth light heavyweight champ, Crawford Ashley. So when you look at fighters today, what is the one mental skill they have lost and how would you drill it back into them?
Patience.
And how would
Patience.
you do that?
The thing is everybody wants to be a world champion, but nobody wants to put the work in. A lot of people in boxing win it just for the money. So they're not. Then when they get the money, they want to chase legacy. But legacy is from the very beginning. Who did you fight to get to where you got? Who have you avoided? Are you going to rectify this? Are you the best in your own backyard? Like, I can't understand why area titles are no longer significant. British titles are no longer significant. They've got this WBC silver belt. They've got this IBO gold belt, bronze belt. Fuck off. Be the best in your own country. Be the best in your backyard. If you're not the best in your backyard, don't talk. Don't talk.
You've got Junior versus Conor Benoit.
It is bollocks. I hate all the carrying of fuel.
It's not even theirs. It's not even their beef.
Why is wrong with people, human beings? What is wrong with them?
It's like they want to continue everything like the Star Wars trilogy, and this time they try to make new movies. They want to make this gen never been done before.
If it wasn't for Nigel and Chris Senior, nobody give a shit about them two. Conor wouldn't have gone anywhere. Conor's got a chip on his shoulder because he's not a ghetto boy. He's not born in the ghetto and he don't like it. You're a millionaire's son. You enjoy that. Ghetto people would love to have your life. You know what I mean? You want to go back to the ghetto? Nah, man, that's
the way he talks to certain fighters, especially when they visit London. I saw him try to pick a fight with Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia wasn't even trying to pick a fight with him. He was just being nice to him. He's getting up in his face, going on like, this is my town and all this. I'm like, really? You grew up in Australia, privately educated?
Yeah. The thing is, we can see it's your father's legacy you're living on. Chris Eubanks Jr. I really felt a ring man. Because when I first saw him, he had more talent than his dad. I've sparred with his dad. You know what I mean? And I could see it. The problem I found with Chris was trying to be his dad.
So at what point in your career did you realise boxing isn't just a sport, it's survival? And how did you change your mindset to adapt to that?
From day one.
Brilliant.
One day, Doc.
If I put one young fighter in front of you now, what's the hard truth you'd tell him about the sport that nobody else has got the balls to tell him?
Nobody gives a shit about it. Nobody cares. Nobody. What they after is probably the money and the kudos. If you make it, it's that kudos.
If you could sit any super talented young fighter down and give them one message about the mental side of boxing, what would you tell them?
What would they tell them? The voice that's in my head is, how good are you?
Interesting.
Graziano Gigini, super middleweight world champion, moved up to light heavyweight. 6 days notice I get the call. I'm over in Ireland. This was telling me this. I'm in Germany. 6 days notice. He's unbeaten. Former world champion. Out with our? Yeah, okay, no problem. I like the Sunit, you know. How good am I?
That's why Joshua's training with U16 now. And that's a very clever move for him, man.
Like Joshua, there's certain things wrong with Joshua, and one's his mindset. His mind's all wrong. What I've seen in that Usyk fight was he's been lied to.
By everybody saying he's going to do this. And
his trainers lied to. Told him he was a great boxer.
So are we referring to the same fight where he's got on the mic after?
When I watched the fight, this is what I'm saying. His whole face and his whole demeanor seemed like, for the first time in his life, he's realising he's been lied to. His trainers had lied to him. His promoters had lied to him. You're not that good, mate. You know what I mean? On this level, yeah.
Just Jake Paul beat it.
I don't want to talk. To me, that's bollocks. Complete bollocks. Because if Jake Paul beats him and he says he got paid to lose, you're a sad fucking man.
Yeah.
If you go and do him in the round, you're a sad fucking man. It's like,
you've seen fighters quit mentally long before they quit physically. What are the early signs that a fighter's breaking and how do you spot it?
Sometimes you can't spot it. You know, sometimes you can, in a fight, you can see they're looking for a way out. I might start eating low, might headbutt, might start holding too much. We're looking for a way out.
Just that difficult to spot until you're really in there. In your opinion, Crawford, what is the biggest lie young fighters tell themselves before a fight? And what's the truth they should be facing instead?
I think that's one of the biggest.
Fight fit.
Yeah, they're not fit. A lot of fighters aren't fit. And it's like, I don't think they actually understand what fighting fit is. You know what I mean? And I think the amount of work you need to put in, I think that's the lie to get to a level of fitness. I see kids in the gym and they're knackered. Straight away they go, oh, it's my first session. I've been out for a while and I'm just coming back. And I said, you know something, if it's your last session, that's how you want to be.
I was so impressed with Peter Fury's gym when I went up there a couple of weeks ago, and the lads that were there, the young lads that were there, there was a couple of young lads sparring, and just the level of dedication to their craft, and it's like they train the fighters like racehorses. I've never seen anything like it.
The thing is this is a game when we have to do. There's a lot of personalities out there. There's a lot of people in love with themselves. It's great for the fans. At the end of the day, getting fixed into the opponents that are coming to lose, making them look good.
Crawford, there's a little rumor in boxing that Eubank, I mean, you sparred him, but did he not want a lot of parts with you because you were too sharp and dangerous? Can you tell me a little bit more about this?
Eubanks and also Thomas in my hands. I was supposed to fight him 3 times, and 3 times the fight never came up, and 3 times the fight pulled out. And I put that down to Emmanuel Stewart because I went over and I sparred with Lennox Lewis for 6 weeks, and I watched Emmanuel Stewart. And as a trainer, I won't say he was a very good trainer, but as a tactician, I'd say he was a good
tactic is the last of all ghosts, and I quote him. You've seen it.
I haven't got video, but I know there were people down there in the gym who witnessed it. So went down sparring, and there was me and Brian Schumacher down there. Chris comes in and he goes, I'll do 2 rounds of Crawford, 2 rounds with Shearer, 2 rounds of Crawford, 2 rounds with Shearer. Okay, arrogant. Got all warmed up, did his all little thing. The 2 rounds in knackered. I'm on about knackered. The 2 rounds with Schumacher couldn't do anymore. And it's like, why was he knackered? Because he couldn't do what he wanted to do. He couldn't fight at his pace. Well, my pace. And he was in a clinch. And I went to release him because he saw like started to go down on one knee. As I went to release him, he came up with an uppercut. Just missed me by about that much. I thought, so that's
how it is.
That's the way you play up. All right, and on the Friday, did the same down, but I stepped back and made me go right up. Man, shut him all over the net.
Who do you prefer, Bivol or Beterbiev?
Wow.
We take a free chance.
Black and both.
Both is the both sentence of the both lions. There's no slagging each other off. They go in there, and I think the next one will be a draw. Yeah, one apiece in a draw.
Benavidez or Bivol? I can both. You got to pick one to win.
Bivol, down to win.
So be honest, Crawford.
I'm always honest.
Was there anyone in your era that you just wanted to beat on? Forget titles, forget everything. Just someone who you really brought the edge out of him.
Hank Warren.
Just wanted to beat his ass.
But you know, there was a point in my life where I was dealing with him that he don't understand this. If I'd have had a gun, I'd have shot him. And I'd have shot him in front of everybody.
What was your reason behind it?
I said, what fucking run my life?
Was this that scales, with the scales?
No. I boxed Nicky Piper. We had a contract that I was going to fight within 8 weeks. Look how long I took before I boxed again after I boxed Nicky Piper. Nicky Piper went on and boxed for the world title. Fuck off.
Well, so, I wanted to ask you, is there any fighters that you watch at the moment that you think, you know what, he's got it. Is anybody that you would sort of look forward to watching? I don't know, Gervonta Davis, perhaps, maybe?
I like Ryan Garcia. I like him a lot. I like the way his attitude is, his mentalness, is he winding people.
He's got ADHD.
Or is he really? And it's like, you don't give a shit. I like him. He goes in the fights and he performs. You know what I mean? I'd like to, I don't know. I've got one of these things, I don't really know names, but I like fighting.
Yeah, what I like about Ryan is he's got so much fucking ability. Good looking lad, loads of ability, bags of ability. Another one, if he could just sort his napper out a little bit, could be great.
I think you just need the people behind him.
The right trainer.
Not the right trainer, but getting in the fights.
Golden Boy, his last fight he's saying with Golden Boy this fight.
You know what I mean? If you keep him active, Keep him busy. They ain't got time to be any of that. No.
I'm going to say Roy Jones or Bernard Hopkins, who were better.
Kings.
People are Viterbi, I've asked you that already. Andre Ward or Joe Calzaghe. Tommy Hearns or Michael Moore at 175.
See, I don't really either with them.
Fair enough, that's your answer. Carver or Glenn Johnson?
Carver.
And what was your thought on the Benavidez Anthony Yard fight?
I thought you had really there to lose.
I thought that.
I don't think he had the belief. And I think that was shown and seen. And I feel like somebody was on about Tunde being a trainer, and I said that Tunde's not a trainer, he's a motivator. And he's very good with certain fighters, but the fighters need to know how to fight first. And I believe, not that I believe, but what I've seen with Yard, there was no desire there, there was no wanting to know. And just him to go in and take his beating and say, yeah, I can take a beating. We're not trying to give a fight.
Thank you so much for your time.
This is one thing I'm going to say to young fighters coming up. Please, do not complain to the referee. And the man's in the back of the head, the man's headbutting you, or the man's in your law. Don't complain. You're in a fight. What would you do if we're on the street? You'd fuck him in. Best one, Field, Tyson. Tyson beat Holyfield. Holyfield didn't want the fight to stop. He wanted to kick his ass. Don't complain to the referee. A man had but shake going back.
That's been good advice.
Don't complain to the referee.
So Crawford, thank you. That was pure gold, real wisdom from a man that's lived the sport for decades. If there's any young fighters watching, listen to what he said and listen to it back.
Yeah.
Share it, like it, and subscribe. Well, thank you for watching Raw Talk, and we'll see you on the next one.
We said Crawford Ashley, the spiritual boxer. If you like the vibe, then subscribe. But have a look at it. There's loads, there's over 1,000 videos. I've got 998 subscribers. I need 2 more for 1,000. Oh,
I'll
look.
subscribe. I'll subscribe.
And if you want,
I've already subscribed.
yeah, if you want any,
You got any shout outs you want to make?
it's the question. It's a shout out to Boxers in You. Thank you very much. You've helped me a lot. I don't think I'd have been able to do this interview if it had been where I was, or it'd have been completely different. Very dark. It'd have been good. I'd have enjoyed it.
I've interviewed you a year ago. You were brilliant. So you've been fantastic. Thank you very much. All right. Cheers, guys.